Katie's Playtime. So thank you so much for watching all of my videos. Today I have another request from Crafty Crystal, that's you again, and I really thank you for this one. This is how to do your own tie-dye clothes, and I've chosen to do jeans. So I've got two different ways of doing it, and one is quite easy and one is a little bit more complicated, but they both do the trick, so it's totally up to you on what you can get your hands on in your country. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to do the complicated one, and then we'll go on to the easy one. So I've got a bucket of water, a pair of gloves, and some colouring. So this is fabric dye, and I've chosen the colour navy. I haven't got a certain amount of water in my bucket, I've just filled my bucket halfway. I've also got some rubber bands and a pair of white jeans, and I got these from Kmart for $15. So if you've got anything white, anything that's able to be coloured at home, just grab it and join me in this tie-dye fun. So what we'll do is we'll get our jeans and our rubber bands. I'm going to start with one leg, and all you need to do is just give it a nice twist. Like make a little knot. There's no real way of doing it, just make sure that whatever you're doing is really tight. And then moving on to the other leg and just give it a nice twist. So they're very different on both sides. I've got a rubber band going around the top bit, and then I haven't got one going around the other side. So that way the two legs won't look identical. If we just move up, I'm just going to twist the leg really loosely. Make it that the knot is a little bit further up, just so they're not going to be in the exact same spot. And just make sure that your rubber bands are quite tight. Okay, so you can see that I've just made them a little bit different on both sides, but they kind of have the same kind of look happening. So that's the legs done, and now I'm going to move up to the top of the jeans, and I'm just going to do like a nice twist or something around the front. Okay, so I've pretty much tied it all up. With my rubber bands, I've done 2 knots, and fingers crossed this one works. Okay, so now you just need to put your gloves on using your bucket of water, and I've just got some warm water in here. That's not warm. Using your sachet, now I've already opened it, but what I'm going to do is I'm only going to use half of my sachet. So this is a 100 gram sachet, so I'm going to use equivalent of 50 grams. So it's up to you on how much you want to use. The more you use, the darker it goes. I'm not bothered on what color it comes out. I just can't wait to see the design. So let's get pouring. Whoa! And so I do find it really hard to find real colourful colours to do tie-dyes on your clothes. You can use food colouring, but food colouring, it doesn't really stain the clothes as bright. It does come out a little bit more wishy-washy. So it is good to use fabric dye. So I'm using Dyalon for this one, which I found navy blue. My other activity, I've also found another brand that does do colourful colours. So I'll show you that one next. And so once you've added your fabric dye to your warm water, just add a cup of salt. And what the salt does is it activates the colour dye, and it makes the colour look a little bit more vibrant on your clothes. If you're going to use food colouring, definitely add the salt as well. So once you've mixed your salt and your fabric colour in, then we're going to grab our white jeans. Bye bye white jeans! Toodaloo! Toodaloo! And we're just going to dip them in there. And we're just going to leave them to soak. Ooh, look at that colour already. Okay, and we're going to leave that to soak for 30 minutes. The clock is ticking. Okay, so I've done my first activity now, which is the navy blue fabric dye in the tie-dye effect on my jeans. So they were white. Let's see what happens now. So we've got 30 minutes on that one. And so we're now going to move on to my other activity while we're waiting. My other activity is to do a tumble dry tie-dye. So I found this at Riotcraft and they had heaps of bright colors, which is pretty cool because I was looking for bright colors everywhere and I couldn't find any. Went into Riotcraft and they had them. So yep, made in USA. So you guys in America, you'll be loving this one. So I've got my favorite color, guys. Look, pink. So excited. And I've got my rubber band. So I have got my gloves here as well, but I did look on their website and they did say that you don't have to use gloves and it should just wipe off your hands, the color. But I don't think I want to walk around with pink hands just to see if they're right. So I have my gloves here anyway. So what we're going to do, our first step again, is to just tie it all together just like my other jeans. But I'm thinking of doing something different. I might just like grab the whole lot and just do a massive knot in the middle. Nice and strong, nice and strong. Okay, so I think I've totally tied up my jeans here. Put my gloves on, and so we're just now gonna spray away. So make sure you have some newspaper on your table and make sure that you don't spray it past the table and get mum on the way into the kitchen. This is amazing. Like, this is the best product I've used, I reckon. So much fun. So now all we have to do is leave it to dry. So if it's a nice sunny day outside, put it outside. I'm in Australia, so it's sunny pretty much nearly every day. But then I do live in Melbourne and seasons change every hour. So I'm gonna put it outside, the sun's out. I'm gonna leave it out there for about half an hour. And then I'm going to put it in my tumble dryer. If you don't have a tumble dryer at home, use a hairdryer. Okay, so I'm now outside because I'm going to empty my tie-dye fabric dye water into the grassy, weedy area because I don't want to put it down the sink because we know that it's not good for the environment if we do put it down the sink. So make sure you just put it on the grass where, you know, it can just be absorbed by the earth rather than going down our drains. So I'm going to just empty it out. And now I'm just going to go down here where my water is, and I'm just going to fill it up again with some clean water, and I'm just going to rinse it, and we're just going to empty it again in the weeds, and we're just going to do it again in the water. I'm just going to squeeze it as I rinse it, and you can see the water's gradually getting lighter blue. Okay, so I've rinsed my jeans out, and so this is the color that the water's turned for me just rinsing it out. So it's really like a really clear type blue. And I'm now gonna put them in my washing machine for about a 15-20 minute wash, like the lightest wash that my washing machine does. But before we do that, I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna take the rubber bands off, and then I'm gonna chuck them in the washing machine. So come with me and have fun. Okay, so I've just gone outside. I've rinsed my fabric dye off my jeans. So the water is pretty much a very, very light blue, which will be safe to put in my washing machine now. So fingers crossed this has worked. I'm just gonna take them off. Okay, so I'm just gonna undo the knot now. That's on one leg. Oh my gosh, they look incredible. Look at this. So what I'm going to do now is put them in the washing machine for about 15 minutes, my quickest wash that my washing machine will do. And then I'm going to put them in the dryer and then I'm going to try them on. Okay, so I'm going to put my jeans now in the washing machine and there's nothing else in there with them. Now we're going to close the door. And now I'm going to put my washing powder in, which I use the Planet Earth one. So we're just now going to put a scoop of that. Okay, and so now we're going to put it on super 15 minutes. Okay, let's go and see how our pink jeans are going. Okay, so I'm outside with my pink jeans now and I'm just gonna see how they've gone. So I'm gonna put my gloves on that were for my pink jeans. I'm just gonna pick it up. Oh, they look good. Okay, maybe I'll take my thing off and I'll just feel it. Oh, they feel dry. They dried really quick. Okay, so our 30 minutes is up on our pink tie-dye jeans. And so all I have to do now is take our rubber bands off and pop them in the dryer. So let's start with our rubber bands. So I've taken off the rubber bands and they do look pretty damn cool, but it didn't really come out as pink as I wanted it to, and I think it's because I was scared that I was going to color too much of it pink. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add some finishing touches just while we're waiting for the other jeans anyway. So let's pop them out flat. And what you can do is if you just scrunch it like that and just spray it. And then when you let go, you've got a pattern. Gosh, this is so cool! I can't believe how well this has worked. I am in love with this stuff. I am going to go back to the shop and find another color and just have a totally new collection of my jeans of my own design. Katie's Playtime design. Can't wait. Okay, so I'm going to put my jeans in my dryer now. And just remember, you don't have to use the dryer. Although the instructions do say use the dryer, just use a hairdryer. All they're saying is make sure the product is 100% dry before you wear them. So let's pop them in the dryer since I own one, and let's put it on for 20 minutes. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes. Let's see how they are. Oh my gosh, they look amazing and they are nice and dry and ready to wear. Woo! Let's go and try them on. Come on. So these are my pink tie-dye jeans. What do you think? I'm wearing them. Okay, time's up. And hello, jeans. They look great. Okay, so let's pop these in the dryer until they're dry and then I can put them on. Okay, so we're back to my dryer again and we're going to put our other jeans in the dryer. Okay, so time's up and my jeans are nice and dry and warm, so let's try these on and see how good these ones look. So I'm wearing them and what do you think? They look so amazing. Thank you so much, Crafty Crystal, for sending in your request. I absolutely love my new jeans. Oh, I love both of them. They've turned out so well. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for subscribing and sending in all your requests. I love you all so much and see you in my next video. Bye!